Okay, this is episode 3, and this is your Door Hoi-Ma Akasha, coming to you from my bedroom today, July 29th, in beautiful Penticton, Okanagan. There is a lot of beauty, sunlight, and love here. The plants are so happy, the water is alive, it's got love in it, it is a living thing. The last year when I first moved to town, and sometimes different feelings will hit me, I felt epic love coming from the lake. Like, I felt the lake tell me that it loves me dearly, and I felt something like I could remember something. But that's another story, because I get different types of deja vus, and there's some real interdimensional communicational sugar going on here. I just want to get into back to what we were talking about in episode 2, is the celestial alignment, just like the hands of your clock lining up. I'm trying to explain something very important here that's been one of the things that's been hidden from you, okay? There's some crazy stuff going on where something or somebody hiding for thousands of years is trying to make slaves of the human race, while there's other people that work for light and love, but we're gentle and passive, so we're gonna do it the hard way. And some of us really get it, you know what I'm saying? I call people like that magnetic pin cushions for the karma of the earth humans. The main one, I call the savior of humanity, the brother with a big nail hole in each hand. I don't need to follow any religion to know that that guy's real, and I understand his karma, his horoscope, his purpose, and I understand all the people that are super compassionate for life and humanity. The celestial alignment, seeing that we exist in a fractal, can be seen in many different ways. For example, atoms are made up of particles, and there's said to be 21 particle types. I'm not completely certain if that's true. It's just fascinating that it's 21 types, which includes the ghost particle, giving you 22 particle types. We'll get into that later, as I mentioned the nature language, which would actually be part 4 in my lecture series, totally related to everything, of course. In a particle, in the behavior of a particle, you'll see that it has a wave pattern. There's a wave pattern, right? And I understand how this wave pattern works. It's yin and yang. So there's a relationship between polarities swinging back and forth, and so that gives you a wave. I'm talking about particles right now and how they behave while I'm trying to explain my theory of how galaxies behave, because my theory right now that I'm throwing down is that galaxies are likely to be particles. If not, then galaxies are likely to be atoms. So let's say a galaxy is an atom, and one star is a particle. And there's different types of particles. There's particles like Jupiter. There's particles like Nibiru. I think that would be a charged particle because of its radical orbitation. Now, I know I might be losing some of you here, but I'm just going to put it back down in layman's terms. but every now and then it might get spicy for those of you that are into like scientific, articulate media. Okay, I shouldn't try so hard. Where I'm going here is the wave cycle of the atom or the particle is likely to be the same wave pattern as the galaxy. It's just in between the size difference. The size difference is the speed difference. The speed difference is the frequency difference. The frequency difference is the dimensional plane that you're on. Only to find that it's just you existing over and over again in different ways. The celestial alignment it's the flash that the particle is giving off in its pattern, making a wave. So, for example, an atom has all these components orbiting around it. And so the atom has a proton area where those particles have a certain type of charge. So I feel that those are stars and large masses moving at a particular speed closer to the black hole. And then you have the outer part of the atom known as the electrons. Those are the slower moving, seemingly slower moving stars and planets on the more outer part away from the galactic center's black hole. So it makes a slightly different charge because of the trip and the speed. Where I'm going here is a flash happens in each atom. The wave that the atom's giving off is through a relative flash that's happening for the lifespan of that atom. And what that flash is the celestial alignment. It's when the hands of the clock line up and you get an energy blast from the core of the galaxy. Everything's moving in cycle loop, cycle bump on a loop, pendulum, polarity relationships, yin yang, up, down, him, her, left, right, light, dark, day, night. And so the galaxy has a flashpoint, which I will get to right away in the next episode. Thank you.